apricots?
That they have a brand that's all like just fruit.
Yes.
Because there's so much dried fruit I can't eat because everyone wants it to be colorful and pretty.
Yes. Morning. It is 7:20, and as you see, we're packing up the sprawl. Today we have our mileage set, so we're gonna go about 25 miles to the town of Mercer. And town's a loose term. It's little. What we don't have set is where we're gonna stay. So we're hoping to have a rest day tomorrow, full zero, Wednesday, but there's not really many places to stay around Mercer. So there's a Mercer Backpackers off trail that we need to call today to see if they have availability. There is a few Air BnBs in the town of Pequeño, which is north of Mercer, that we looked at last night. Didn't really like the looks of them so much. Not to say they're bad, but for what we want for a full rest day, and if we're going to be paying money anyway, we would prefer a little something different. There's a potential motel in Pequeño that we have to call today, and yeah, we haven't figured out where we're going to stay. We know we don't want to walk in whatever's coming tomorrow, weather-wise. So once we start our journey into today of about 25 miles, as soon as it's an appropriate time to call people, we're going to start calling places and trying to figure out what we're going to bo-diddle our way into. So that's that. Oh, and also, if you stay at the Applaud B and B and you wake up and you have an urgency to use the restroom, it's like a Narnia bathroom, so it's through the bunk room. You think there would be a sign, but there was not. I needed Magpie to show it to me this morning.
I told you 2 times, it's through the bunk room, and then you were like, but there's a bunk room.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
It's a Narnia bathroom. It's a Narnia bathroom. Be prepared. So we're just packing up a little after 7, and then we'll get stepping. November 29th. But first,
Oh, is this to get us around like a big highway interchange?
well, that's nice that they're not making us walk a big highway.
Yeah.
So at that corner of the cafe is where the trail junction to the Applaud B&B and where the official route continues. So back on the official route, just gonna be walking for a few minutes and then start making some phone calls, seeing what we can do with the day. Jesus, take the wheel. A lot of traffic. Okay, well, the plan is set. So we are staying at the Mercer Motel. It is 1 review on Google. 1 review. So, little story time. Okay, before the story time, first, if you're from New Zealand, please let me know why the end of November is so busy. I know it's coming into summertime, but like, is there a holiday or something? Because I've looked at like no less than 20 motels, hotels over the course of the past day, and all of them have been booked up. Like, is it people just run into these motels to avoid the rain like we're doing? I don't know what it is. So if there's a holiday November 29th to December 1st, please let me know. But disregarding that, we called Mercer Backpackers. Well, first we called Pequeño Motel, which looked really nice. It would have been off trail for us, but we could have walked to it. Fully booked up. So then we called Mercer Backpackers and we asked them if they had any room. They said they were fully booked. We said, okay, thank you, and hung up. So then we got a call back the next moment, and she's like, wait, did you say y'all are TA hikers? And we told her yes. And she's like, well, I actually have the Mercer Motel availability. And I'm like, wait, I'm confused. You run the backpackers and the motel? Like, I didn't understand it fully, but I'm like, okay, so can I book the motel through you? She said yes. So we booked the Mercer Motel, which is directly on trail. and I have no idea what we're about to get. No idea in the slightest. There's one review, and nobody really else has talked about it on the map system. I don't know what we're getting into, but we're certainly gonna find out. We're certainly gonna find out. So it's nice to have a plan of at least where we're staying to avoid the rain tomorrow. Okay. Something big's getting built. I like the bike path. I mean, I know kind of from the context what this company does, but the fact that they're called Majestic Horse Floats makes the imagination go a little bit more special. I'm picturing horse rafts. Different majestic horse rafts that float rivers or oceans, and not really streams. That's what I think. All right, we're going towards our uphill. We got one big up today, and I think it starts pretty soon. Magpie likes ups.
Really steep.
It is a very steep road. You can tell they don't have snowstorms or ice.
So hot.
Yeah.
I'm so sweaty. Look at this.
Yeah, the uphill's an uphill proper. So we're stopping a little bit on the uphill. I think we're getting close to the top.
No, we're not. We're not at all close to the top. He keeps saying, oh, we're close to the top. I'm like, no, I can see on Guthook that we still have 500 feet uphill to climb in the next mile.
Top's not a physical place, it's a frame of mind.
That's not true.
Anything can be true if you just philosophize it. Ooh, can't say the word. Philosophize it enough. If you look over Magpie's head, you can see the Space Needle still. Way in the distance. It looks like we have not come far at all. But the trail makes you do so many twists and turns from Auckland. So, that's fun. That's that. They even got the Bob Evans all the way in New Zealand? Where's my buffet, baby? No, I don't think it's the same Bob Evans. It might, I don't know. Honestly, never been a big fan of Bob Evans. I don't know if it's a real person, not the person, the chain restaurant. I would still eat at it right now though if that wasn't an opportunity, but sadly it's not. We should be getting towards single track trail soon, so that's fun. Don't touch. You didn't touch it. It's not fair. sketchy until you try.
This one doesn't look like it's an electric fence.
Touch it then.
I'm not going to.
Why?
Just in case.
So I believe the top of that is Mount William, which we sharply drop down on the back side. So just got to do a little hop, skip, and a jump to the top. And honestly, I don't know from the camera angle if it looks steep, but it looks like a good little climb from here. Looks like a rolling hill, but she's got some steepness to her. So top of our climb for the day. Not bad. Pretty cool. Okay, so it is 1:04. Quick little lunch break at the parking lot. Ahead of us, we have a river track. So if you drew a straight line, you would hit Mercer in very few miles. But we're still about 10 miles by trail. Sorry, hiccups. From town, because we got to go like out and then out, like make a very tight V. So yeah, about 10 miles. Should get there around 4 o'clock-ish, depending on pace. So we're both ready for a rest day. I don't know if it was just mentally we had already decided we wanted a rest day or what it is, but like both ready for a rest day. When we had 10 miles left yesterday, 10 miles was like, oh, we're pretty much there. 10 miles left now is like, oh no, we still got a while. But we're gonna start cruising and get there and do some relaxing. A little bit of road stepping until the river track. So we go up this for a few yonder miles. Okay, so that road is Looney Tunes living once you pop out of the Mount Williams track. Those trucks were like in your shoulder and there's no shoulder. So funny enough, we were walking and you might not be able to see it, but a car was stopped in this 2-track and it's these 2 younger ladies, I don't know, age, 20s.
One of them was like a teenager.
Yeah, teenager and 20s. And it's the owners of this farm. So the farm on Dobson Road. And we had been reading the comments because there were comments in the map system saying the owners of this land let you use their 2-track to get off that road quicker. and you can cut across the 2-track and then ford the river to get back to the river track instead of walking that super sketch road longer. So they actually stopped us and said, hey, scan this QR code.
And then unfortunately the QR code didn't work, so they just gave us directions.
Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward. They said, follow this 2-track, take a left towards those big buildings, and then we should see the orange markers of the TA. So awesome. Thank you, Dobson family. If that is the family's name, it's Dobson Road. Whoever allows you to use this land, thank you. That road was bonkers.
Yeah.
Another sketch road, but this is nice. So
Still not as bad as the Stillwater day.
no.
The Stillwater road was the worst so far.
Seconded to the Auckland Road near the
Near
airport.
the airport.
Yeah. So nice little 2-track stepping. Are you kidding me? 1, it's a marked track. There's that arrow. And 2, it brings us through Cow Wonderland. Y'all, thank you farmers for allowing the TAers to come through here. Stops us from getting smacked in the face by a semi-truck. And you bring me to Cow Mecca, Cow Nirvana. Y'all, just playing with my heartstrings, just pulling my heartstrings. I can dig it. How y'all all doing? Good day to be a cow, huh? Good field to be a cow. Y'all are rocking it. Y'all looking good. Oh, no need to stand up. Y'all do your cow thing. Just admiring the strut. I appreciate you strutting y'all stuff. Oh, you're an interested cow. All right. Unfortunately, we have peaked as hikers and we have peaked as people. More importantly, we have peaked as cow enthusiasts. I don't think there's going to be peaked as filmmakers. I don't think there's going to be a better shot on the entire trail. We peaked. I'm sorry, y'all. I am sorry. Okay, so we're holding out hope. We've had 2 conflicting reports now. So the 2 ladies that told us about this and pointed us in the right direction said, if you don't mind getting wet, like knee high, you can ford it. And then we've been walking on the farm and some guy on his moped came up, which I'm assuming is the dad or something along those lines, and he said you're gonna have to swim it if you want to get across. And he said the only other way around is go back out the farmland the way you came in, or a big detour. So we got 2 conflicting reports, but it should be real close to us now, and we're gonna take a peek, see how deep she is. Oh baby, the river walk should literally be that little mound on the other side, so we're gonna check it out. Well, here's the river. So it looks like you can wade at least for part of it, but then there's gonna be some swimming involved. So it's not terrible. That's gonna probably be the deepest channel, so I'm gonna put some stuff in the pack and get ready for it. Probably can actually wade out to the middle right here. All right, it is not feasible right now unless you actually want to swim. It is not wade and hope that it doesn't get up there. You're full-blown swimming. So I would still continue on the road unless for some reason you really need to do this. You won't be full-blown swimming. It's cold, but you'll live, baby. Yeah, it's a full-blown swim. Just doggy paddle your way across. Way easier than other rivers. Welcome. Welcome to swimming. You got your bottle popped out to your left. Your left. Whew.
Is this electric?
No. If there was electric on the water, that'd be real upsetting. Oh. Well, good thing we got a spot to stay today.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah, it's not a wade. Like in no realm of the word is it a wade.
It's like fully like 7 feet deep probably.
Yeah. All right, so man farmer that that said, hey, you gotta swim, you were right. The girl said just you're gonna get your knees wet, which not right. So again, do what you want, be safe. That was actually really fun. A river crossing like that. Yeah, it's probably nasty river water. A river crossing like that, where there's no like sketchiness to it, is actually pretty fun. Like, yeah, there's no rapids. You're not gonna die unless for some reason you
don't
stink.
know how to swim.
Yeah, so fully soaked. Fully soaked.
It's hard to swim with this thing behind your head.
It is. That was fun though. I got a little pep in my step to get to the McDonald's sooner.
Yep.
Whew. Well, we're on the river walk now. We made it. You ask, where did we make it to? That's up to you. That is sufficiently flooded. She deep. She is deep. Yeah. I'm gonna take a leak. So, excuse me. That duck blind shows how much the river swelled. I'm assuming they didn't just build a duck blind in the middle of a river, but I could be wrong. But I'm assuming they had some access points to it that's not flooded. So, yeah, quite the river. Ready for a shower. Ready for a shower. So somebody had talked about this being overgrown, and yeah, it is, but it's not terrible. Like, as you can see, there's a beaten down path where people have walked. It's overgrown on each side. A couple stuff hits your legs, but it's not like you're bushwhacking. There's a route you can follow. Just have more stuff hit your legs than usual, so no biggie. So it is 3:47 and about a mile and a half to town. So you walk next to the highway on this track. There were some comments about it being flooded out. Haven't hit anything like that yet. So just gonna keep cruising on it. If it does get flooded out, we'll just cut up to the highway, which would be a bummer. Seems like a really busy highway. But yeah, just cruising along right here. Getting real close, last 30 minutes or so. Okay, so the trail still is flooded out. Might pop out to the road just to crank out the last mile. Not ideal, but
What?
so that's the trail. It's super flooded out. Yeah, there's no walking in there. That's the trail. Looney Tunes living. And we just got a day straight of rain tomorrow, so yeah, super flooded. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. So the outside doesn't give you a whole lot of confidence, but it's not as nice as some of the rooms we've been in for cheaper. But honestly
though, we have a hot plate, we have a rice cooker, we have toast. Like,
it's a lot of stuff they throw in. So it's not as big.
like newly renovated, it seems like.
Yeah, it's not as big or as exciting, I guess, as some of the rooms we've been in for cheaper, but disregard the comments on the popular map system, on Google,
There's like
It's a motel.
person who really was upset at paying however much it was.
And granted, she bought the cabins. These are the rooms. The cabins might be something
these are
different.
More expensive. These are 145 New Zealand dollars a night, which is actually still pretty reasonable.
It's a regular motel price.
They're fine.
Yeah, this is a completely fine room. It's a motel.
It's like new as well.
The main goal of us is just trying to avoid the rain. And we got a McDonald's right next door. So we're about to run over and see the Golden Arches, visit the, I wanted to say the Colonel, but unfortunately not the Colonel. Visit the Arches. They got laundry underneath. Super friendly check-in process. Do call beforehand because their hours are very part-time. She said she was going to be in the office from like 3:30 to 7:30 today. So
Also, they have currently a 7-week-old puppy.
Yeah.
That we got to pet.
Yeah, so again, you could stay at better places, but the way our miles got linked up, it's perfectly fine. It's a motel. Yeah, it's a motel right next to the interstate, McDonald's, gas station. We're going to be in the room avoiding rain all day tomorrow anyway, so that's that. Good stuff.